Hello, friends, and welcome to Brotherly Love Gaming, the show where two brothers talk through the past, present, and future of our lives in gaming. My name is Alex, and with me today is my brother Spence.
What's up, guys?
So today is going to be a primarily Microsoft episode as we talk about the Master Chief Collection finally coming to PC and the official confirmation that Xbox Live is hitting non-Xbox platforms. It's going to be a shorter episode because GDC, the Game Developers Conference, is just a couple days away, and it kind of feels like a lot of the big news that we could be talking about is being saved for that. So we're going to get as much mileage out of the Microsoft news today as we can. So Spence, as our resident Halo expert, you want to break down this Microsoft Master Chief Collection coming to PC?
It's the best thing that could happen to Halo.
Yeah, good.
Oh yeah, because Halo players for a long time have wanted it to be on PC. The Halo Infinite is already rumored. I don't know if it's actually confirmed. I haven't actually fact checked on that one. I believe it's coming to PC as well. So this is kind of a bridge,
right,
to allow people to kind of get used to it. Master Chief Collection is awesome. I love it. It includes the Halo 1 anniversary, so the remake, which you can switch back and forth between original graphics and remastered one, which is super cool.
Pretty cool, yeah.
Halo 2 anniversary, Halo 3, and then Halo 3 ODST, Halo 4. So that's big news. Like, it's literally all over the internet. If you haven't heard it by now, where have you been? But the cool thing that I also was seeing is that they're adding Reach into the mix of MCC, which is very surprising to me, for the main reason that Chief isn't in Reach. It revolves around Noble 6. But it is one of the most, it's pretty much the second best received as a Halo community behind, Halo, the original trilogy. So Halo Reach is right behind 1, 2, and 3.
Right.
For a lot of people, that's their favorite game. Personally, Halo 3 and Halo Reach, they're pretty on point with each other. But yeah, it's super exciting. I hope to God my computer can run it, because I'm going to play the absolute living hell out of it, because it's going to be super cool.
Yeah. I'm excited about that.
And it's coming to Steam, which, if you didn't know before, the original Halos and stuff, you had to download it through the Microsoft Store, and it just caused a whole bunch of issues. So it coming to Steam is now super easy for Halo players to connect and play together, which is awesome.
Yeah, so it looks like it'll be available on both platforms, but I'm sure people are going to prefer Steam. So, because why wouldn't you? Yeah, I mean, now that I have Windows on my computer, we'll see what IB can run. They haven't announced, as far as I could tell, in any of the announcements. They have not announced an official release date for it yet, and they have not talked about any kind of specs,
Right.
But maybe at least the first game I could fire up again. I played the original on PC back when it first came out, so that could be fun.
Yeah, it would definitely be a lot of fun. I already have Master Chief Collection on my Xbox. I actually have all the Halos on my Xbox, but I'm just so excited that it's coming to PC. It's going to be super fun.
So if you already own it, do you know if Reach is supposed to just be DLC for it, basically, that you can just download, or you're going to have to pay for it? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't think they announced any of that, but I'm assuming they're just going to add it on.
Because didn't they add
making you pay for it?
ODST, but didn't they add that at one point? Was that a free ad,
Yeah, I believe so. I don't think you have to pay it, because the way that I see it is you're buying the MCC, you're already getting the 4 original game, 4 original, but the first 4 games plus Halo ODST. So you're already getting those many games. I don't see why they would make you repay for Reach when you could literally just fire up Reach instead of adding it to the MCC. So I don't know.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. Because originally it was the first 4 games, and it came out before Halo 5, right?
Yes.
So that was the whole thing. Okay. It was
and it's still better than Halo
5. A collection of games is better than one game.
Listen, I could go on for an entire episode about Halo 5. We're just not going to dive into it.
Yeah, I heard that it wasn't received very well. I've only played the first three, so
It
I might
started
not have much of a
amazing.
dog in this fight.
It started amazing, and then they changed all of the fun game modes and made it crap. So that's all I'm going to say. Otherwise, I'll get riled up and dive way too far into it.
Maybe for a future episode.
Yeah.
So okay, so this one's coming out sometime this year. And it's going to have the first 4 Halo games, ODST, are going to be available in it, and then Reach is Reach is going to be part of the Windows version, obviously, but it's going to be added to the Xbox version. Actually, with that wrapped up in the announcement was that apparently they're releasing them not actually all at once. That they're going to be doing them in, I think they said stages was the word that they used,
Hmm.
which is kind of interesting, you know.
I think it's cool because it gives people a chance to, not have everything thrown at them at once, and you can play through the campaigns on PC together with
Mm-hmm.
friends or something like that. One thing I do hope is that in Halo 3, like the original, you could play 4 people co-op for the campaign, I
Okay.
believe. And in this one, you have a max of 2. You
Hmm.
can't, no matter what game you're playing, you only have a max of 2. So I hope they add, when they release it on PC, that they can add the 4th player, because I would love to play Halo 3 Legendary with all my buddies.
Yeah, they should be adding functionality, not taking it away.
Yeah.
um, they yeah, since you mentioned that about like letting people play with each one of them, that actually kind of does make a little bit of sense in terms of, like the multiplayer communities, basically. Like if they release all of them at once, you're going to have, assuming that they're going to have, each game will have its own multiplayer. Like, is that how it works on the Xbox version? Or it's just Halo multiplayer?
It's multiplayer. You can queue up for either a combination of the few, or you can select which specific ones you want to play.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, it's just a hub, and then you select the playlist, and then it just throws you into a lobby, and then loads the maps and the game type and stuff like that.
So
So
you
you
could
don't have to
use,
go into the game itself.
so like if you wanted to play just on Halo 2 maps, would
Yep.
you do that?
Yep.
And somebody playing on a Halo 3 maps would never like get added to a Halo 2 map?
Hmm.
No? Okay.
Yep.
Because that's sort of what I was thinking. Like if it was like that, it kind of makes sense for them to be like, oh, we're going to do the Halo 2 first, and Halo 3 will come later, because then people will have a chance to explore, the Halo 2 multiplayer to the fullest extent on that platform, before jumping in with, another one.
The coolest thing about this, I think, is that people who have never owned an Xbox, but they might own a PC,
Mm-hmm.
they finally get to experience Halo, which is one of my favorite games of all time. It's it is the staple of why you would get an Xbox, pretty much. That
Right.
and Gears of War are like the 2 big wig names that you think of when you're talking about Xbox. So, I'm glad that other people are finally getting to, experience it.
Right. Well, it's interesting because like the first 2 games, like the original Halo came out on PC. I don't know if at the same time. I guess I can just check.
It was released later on
But
Xbox, I believe.
let's see. It came out on Xbox in 2001, then came out on Windows in 2003. So that's pretty
Yeah.
close. But then Halo 2 um, came out on Xbox in 2004 and didn't hit Windows until 2007. So a little bit longer. But Halo 3 and the rest of them have never been on PC, So
Nope.
that's kind of like even that. And I think that was something that like when they first made the announcement, I didn't realize during that initial announcement and during
Hmm.
the rumors beforehand. I just had assumed that at least Halo 3 had been on PC still. So
Which is why it's such a big
oh,
deal,
so they're
because
getting like a HD version, but yeah.
everyone loves Halo 3. That is critically, well, not, I wouldn't say critically acclaimed, but it is very popularly agreed upon that Halo 3 is the best Halo.
Mm-hmm.
So for it to come to PC, 4K 60 FPS, that's awesome.
Right. Yeah. So I just have to see when it's coming, number one, since they just said sometime this year. And
Yep.
hopefully it'll run well. Hopefully they've taken some time to really make it work.
Yes.
Any last thoughts on either your excitement or just the general
I think
What
my
about it?
excitement has been shown. It's
Yeah.
it's pretty. It's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, people seem pretty excited about it,
Oh,
most
it's all over the internet.
yeah,
It's
most of the
great.
top posts on the gaming subreddit have been Halo Master Chief Collection related the last day. So
Yep.
so it's a big deal.
It is a
So
huge deal.
going along with that and Microsoft making waves. So I know we've been sort of following Microsoft a lot lately, which is funny for me considering, like, again, I only just started playing PC games. I don't have an Xbox. I have a 360, but don't have an Xbox One. I haven't really followed Microsoft closely, but they've been really doing a lot of interesting things the last month or so,
Yes.
which is all coming to a point now this weekend and next week. Because you may remember that we started talking about this back when rumors came out that Microsoft was going to be announcing something with Switch at GDC, and GDC is happening in just a couple days. And ahead of that, they have confirmed that Xbox Live is going to start coming to non-Xbox platforms. Now, a couple caveats to that. It's the announcement today, or I guess yesterday when this is going to be listenable. The announcement was that it's going to be available on iOS and Android. So they're going to be releasing a new mobile software development kit for developers to put Xbox Live functionality in their games. So currently you can, like, Microsoft Studios themselves have done this with Minecraft and I'm sure other games that I can't think of right now. But they're going to let pretty much anybody do it if they want to. So you can put achievements, your gamer score, hero stats, friends lists, clubs. Apparently, they said some family settings. I don't know what some might mean in that case, but regardless, you can add all those features, pick and choose your features. If you're making a game on iOS or Android, you can do that. So for games that are, getting ported to that system that have achievements on Xbox, now they can carry those achievements over to the iOS version, And I think that's a pretty big deal,
Yeah.
that they're opening that up to people to be able to add that to their games. Presumably, even if you don't have a game on Xbox and you're just, if you're making Flappy Bird 2, The Revenge, you could have
The second coming.
yeah, you could have Xbox Live achievements on your game, only having an iOS/Android version.
Right.
Um, I think it's neat considering how much of gaming seems to be going towards mobile these days.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's awesome. I've said it and I'll keep saying it. I think the more that gaming companies try to reach out to other companies and
Mm-hmm.
try to get their resources into other people's hands, the better for the whole population and the community of gaming as a whole, compared to the whole Xbox versus PS4 war, while PC stands up here and is like, oh, bow down to us, we're better than everyone, blah blah blah. I know, but it's true. The more
It's
that
true that people
people
say
just come to, yeah,
that.
that's what I mean. It's true that people say that. I just think it's a great idea, and I'm really excited to hopefully see some more of that in the future of gaming. With more cooperation and more. Where's my cross-platform at? There's only like 2 games I can name off the top of my head with cross-platform right now. It's very
Right.
limited.
Right. Yeah. I think that's great. And, along with this announcement, they mentioned, because they were asked about Switch and PS4 functionality. And when asked about working with Sony, apparently their response was that they are, let's see, where's the quote? That they are very proactive on issues like crossplay, cross progression, and uniting gaming networks. And we're willing to partner with the industry as much as we possibly can. Which is sort of throwing shade at Sony in a way. But like you said, they want to have
But
more
that's
cross-platform.
factual.
They see the
You know,
value in there.
Xbox has, well, I don't want to say Xbox. Microsoft has for years been trying to get PS4 on board for cross-platform. You know, ever since Rocket League came out, and you know, well, not even Rocket League because I don't even think that's on PS4, is it?
I'm pretty sure there is. Yeah.
Well, if there is, you know, like ever since that came out, PC and Xbox can play together. You know, so and they just recently made a way that you can actually invite each other to parties now, which is cool. Um, but Xbox has been on top of it. They've been wanting to, you know, get cross-platform availability on most games, and I think that'd be a great idea for the gaming community. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, the servers would have to be on point,
Right.
but like I don't know. I think I would just be excited to see way more games. You know, like my friend's dad mentioned Call of Duty because they play on PC. I mean, I play on PC as well. I was literally just playing ranked before we started doing this, but I have it on Xbox as well, and I'm way better at it on Xbox. So it's like if we could just do that,
Right.
I'd be set.
Right.
So
Yeah, I think with like there's definitely like a case for, you know, version exclusivity or platform exclusivity when it's like a single player game, you know, or something like that.
right,
But I do think that like if your game is multiplayer and if your game exists on multiple platforms, like you should be able to, even if it's just on the developer, you know, to say we want to make this game cross-platform. You know,
right,
I don't think it makes much sense for the platforms to say no, you can't do that. You know,
right.
like if Sony wants to put out, you know, I can't even think of an example right now. Just like a game that's, um, well, like so
You
the
thinking single player or you thinking
no,
multiplayer?
even multiplayer. So like I guess the only example I can think of right now is the newest Dissidia game, the Final Fantasy fighting game. So there's a
Right.
PC version that just came out, but
I didn't know that.
um,
I'm gonna buy that.
it's actually free. They actually released a free version. So like it's got like a, you know, like how Brawlhalla has different characters every week. That's kind of like the hook to it, is like you're not gonna get to play as everybody, but you will get to eventually play as everybody.
I'm so
Um,
downloading it.
so yeah, give it a try. It is fun. But what my point was that it was initially only available on PS4. You know,
Right.
so it's kind of like, well, if you're going to play that game, you're going to be playing it on PS4. You know, so doesn't matter. You know, but if they, I mean, now that there's a PC version, you almost have to ask the question like, okay, are we going to be able to play with PC players? You know, I haven't looked into it. My guess is going to be no, just based on, you know, Sony's stance on allowing that kind of cross-platform play. You know, uh,
Right.
so again, Microsoft's trying to jump into it and really, I think they're really trying to force um, Sony's hand, you know, on this to make them jump on it, because it's like,
If you're the only one not on board, then you know they might just completely go under. You know.
yeah, because like at what point, you know, are you going to just close off your sandbox while everybody else's sandboxes are just, you know, getting interconnected? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
what do they have to gain when Microsoft is out there connecting with everybody? You know,
Yeah.
and the excuses that they've made before about, um, you know, trying to protect their community, like it doesn't make any sense, you know, because you could just jump on your Xbox and you can play with people on Switch. You know, I'm thinking of like Fortnite and stuff like that was when they had said those things. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, you almost got to think like it would make a lot of sense for Sony to answer this by saying, okay, well, we're going to put PlayStation Network functionality on iOS now, you know, and like that makes a lot of sense because, you know, there are games that you can play on PS4 and on iOS, you know, like
Right.
like Final Fantasy 9, which just came out on Switch, but it is not a multiplayer game, um, but has like the PS4 remaster that came out like a year ago. That's the version just
Right.
came to Switch. On PS4, it has trophy support. Now you could
Right.
put that trophy support on the iOS version if you wanted to. You know,
Right.
they would just have to allow Square Enix that functionality. You know, hey, let people sign in with their PSN ID, and then, you know, you'll be able to get the same trophies, you know, through either game. You know, and then it's when you get to a point where where you want to get like your cross saves and things like that. You know,
Yep.
but again, so a lot of that stuff comes down to developers. So I think that it's great that Microsoft is putting these tools in the hands of developers and saying, hey, if you want to do these things, you now have this option, just because, I'm sure that there's a developer out there who's going to be able to do something with this that like I can't even conceive of right now. My basic thing is being like, oh, I'd love to be able to connect my Final Fantasy save, between my phone and my game console,
Right.
But I'm sure there's some other crazy stuff that you'll be able to do. But platform holders, you got to give those tools to developers.
Yep, I agree.
One final note on this, which some people pointed out some interesting wording about, was again when they were asked about working with Sony, about working with Nintendo. They specifically said, quote, "We don't have any specific announcements as it relates to Switch today." Today, yes, that's what a lot of people jumped on, and they were like, "Today, well,
GDC
Microsoft
is coming.
They do still have that, press conference coming up. I forget the date of it. I'm probably not gonna be able to find it. They got that coming up, so maybe there could be something that they're going to be talking about. I don't want to speculate too much.
Is it for GDC or is it for?
Yeah, they have some sort of GDC panel that they were doing, and it was when they specifically said that they were like the schedule leaked, and it said that it had a thing about Microsoft doing some kind of an announcement with Nintendo.
Right.
Was this a schedule?
GDC 2019 list. There's the schedule. Xbox Live. Wednesday, March 20th.
Sounds
At 12:30.
Sounds reasonable.
12:30 to 1:30. And Google is holding theirs as well.
Yes.
March 19th.
Google's its own other thing, but like I said, I don't really want to speculate too much because there's a lot of weird speculation about whether Google's going to be announcing a game console or not. And they have some big names like Amy Hennig, who directed the first 3 Uncharted games and was working on that EA Star Wars game that was canceled. She's apparently part of Google's conference, so that could be something really huge. We're going to find out.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I see. Looks like Xbox also has a separate talk that's going to be just about Project xCloud as well on Thursday. So like it's going to be a big week. We'll see what kind of news comes out as it comes out. We'll have the Monday news go to recap some of the stuff that's going on right
developing
now.
Over the weekend.
Yeah, because some of this stuff is going to leak too. It officially starts Monday morning. So we're going to end up just missing it as we come out. But there's going to be some stuff that's going to leak. There's some stuff that's been teased already. But again, I don't want to dig too much into just rumor bait at this point, just because they're you could lose hours talking about that kind of stuff. Let's talk about the stuff that's been confirmed for now anyway.
Yep.
So cool. Okay. Well, that's probably going to wrap up our talk, unless you want to have any final thoughts here.
Nope. Master Chief Collection is going to be awesome. That's all.
Yeah, we're going to have to do some Halo videos when that starts coming out.
I can do it any day. And I am 100% down for that. There you go. That's part of Game Pass. Maybe I'll stream it.
There you go. Speaking of streams.
Shameless plug. Awesome segue.
Yes. What do you? I was going to say it anyway, even if you hadn't teed it up. But yeah, what are we going to be streaming?
I'm going to be finishing Super Bomberman.
Mm-hmm.
I think finishing. I don't know. I've beaten 4 worlds, and I think there's only 5. ReCore, because that game is awesome. I just got to a super cool mechanical last time I streamed, so I'm really excited to jump back into that.
Cool.
Apparently, I might be streaming Master Chief Collection now because all the hype, and that game's awesome. Yeah, and also now that I watched a Kingdom Hearts speedrun, I might try to do Proud mode with like Manly Magic to see how strong it really is. So
I am definitely going to be trying to speedrun the game following that strat. I'll link it in the description and in the show notes for everybody because I found this. It was a GDC run, Or sorry,
GDQ.
GDQ. Too many
Game's done
GDQ
quick.
things. Game's done quick. um, where they both of the runners, one of them got the world record. One of them, I think, it ended up being like a third place finish.
This is personal best.
Under 3 hours, beating Kingdom Hearts 3 on beginner, which I know apparently that there are other difficulties categories, but I guess the any percent category, which is like the main one, the big one that people do, is on beginner, and it's just kind of insane to watch. I was like constantly like, "Wow, you can do that! Wow, oh my god!" So I've never,
literally like worlds that took me like 3 hours
yeah,
took them like 10 minutes, and I was like,
oh yeah.
cool.
Well, especially like some of the ending bosses, just being like,
Oh yeah,
do
one shot.
um, or finding out like I didn't use the summons very much. I also played on proud mode, so like, I didn't really optimize my stats like at all. And they
I used a lot of the
and
summons.
they optimize them a lot. But what I mean was that like in this run, the summons just destroy
Mark,
everything.
specifically
So
aerial.
um, so that was
And yeah,
interesting to
wow.
see. So I've been looking to get into speedrunning literally for like the last 6 months and haven't been able to figure out what game I want to play. But seeing this and seeing like how much I liked Kingdom Hearts 3, how it feels like it's within my skill set, I'm not going to be
Stream.
doing it. I'm going to stream it. I am 100% going to stream it. So
Cool.
if you want to watch me, like it's going to be like I'm not going to be hitting world record probably ever. Yeah, I will probably not even ever hit the top 10 of this thing. But if you want to see somebody trying to figure out how to speedrun a game for the first time, that's what I'm going to be doing. I got to figure out when and how, but it will be happening because I'm really excited about trying it.
How about a Tetris update?
Tetris, well, um, I did not end up winning any games that entire weekend, although I do feel like I got better as a player overall.
I got better watching it,
Uh,
so
yeah, I mean, if anybody liked the streams that I was doing, again, that part of that feels like it's a stream where I'm trying to get better at the game. You know, I can do more if people want to see more. I'm definitely going to keep playing that game because I'm sure they're going to do more events in the future, and I want to win a couple games. But as far as I know, they didn't even announce like what the leaderboard was or anything, so I have no idea how many games I would have needed to win to get into that top
right.
1,000 players. But I didn't, like I said, I didn't end up winning any of them. So, but it was fun.
Also coming soon, hopefully, provided me and Alex find a time to do it. Hopefully, some versus Brawlhalla versus Smash.
Yes.
So me versus him, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Yep. Yep. If you follow us on Twitch, you might have seen that I hosted a friend of mine did a friendly Smash tournament this last Tuesday that I participated in. I won my first match and then was eliminated, but it was a fun time. Those might be happening more regularly. Spence will join when he can get his Switch Online back up and running, and
Still bitter about that.
and we'll probably host those too. So shout outs to Matt for putting that together. It was a really good time, and we'll be doing some Smash. Yeah, so that's it. That's a lot of stuff, a lot of games.
We got a lot in store.
A lot in store, for sure. So yeah, so that's all going to be at twitch.com, now twitch.tv /
Just hurt my heart.
twitch.tv / I caught myself, Brotherly Love G1, where you can follow us on Twitch. We are on twitter.com at Brotherly Love G1, same handle. If you're watching us on the YouTubes, please give this video a like if you like us, and subscribe.
And thanks for watching till the end.
Yes, thanks for watching all the way to the end. I could start speaking in French right now for all the people that are probably watching all the way to the credits. And and subscribe to see more like this, to see our gameplay videos. We are actually looking for some feedback on how people like to watch gameplay videos, gameplay recaps. I know some like bigger Let's Play channels upload shorter videos in chunks, but we don't necessarily want to spam people with 4 videos of I guess ReCore in the case of what you've been streaming lately. But if people want to see them, we will do that. So let us know. Comments is where you can put that comment section. If you're listening to the podcast version, give us a review on iTunes. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us. Check us out on Monday for the Monday morning news show. Again, we've been getting some decent feedback on that so far. If you want to watch the previous one that went this week, I ran through, I think it was like 10 news stories in under 10 minutes. So we're going to keep trying to do stuff like that, just because I know a lot of people out there, don't keep up with the same stuff that we necessarily keep up with. So we want to be able to, share that in a faster, format compared to like the longer discussions that we do here. So those will be every Monday for the foreseeable future. Watch it on YouTube, listen to it in the podcast feed. And again, anything like if you want it to be a longer show, it can't be too much longer, but if you're like, 15 minutes would be fine as long as you can, get 1,000 news stories in there. That will not happen every week because I don't think there's that much news every
challenge. It's not a challenge.
But again, just, whatever people, I like to hear people, it's a community thing. So I like to hear people talking about, what they want,
Yes.
So yeah, definitely leave feedback. Comment sections, again, really, it's almost as if YouTube, built in this feature for people to be able to interact, with people making stuff, just.
This is the world's longest outro.
No, you should listen to Waypoint Radio if you want to hear really long outros. I'm inspired by their rambling and their ability to do a 10-minute long outro as they try to shout out everything.
Comic Storian did it on one thing too. It was really funny. He's a cool guy.
Okay. Backtracking to wrap up really quick. Twitch @BrotherlyLoveG1. Twitter @BrotherlyLoveG1. Right. I'm also @AlexStrine if you want to watch me tweet about cold brew coffee and other random things that happen throughout my day. It's a really great cold brew this morning Brenna made for me. Spence is giving me a look right now. And I had to tell the world that I now am going to evangelize the wonders of cold brew.
I'm not even surprised.
Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe to us for more stuff like this. Follow us on Twitch to find all kinds of stuff that's going to be streaming there in the future. Leave us a review on iTunes. My name is Alex.
And I'm Spence.
And that's going to do it for this one. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us. We'll talk with you all next time. Peace.
See ya.